All right, today I'm going to make a video that might upset and bother a lot of people, but I want people to understand this is a topic I've covered in Facebook Lives. It's a topic I've covered in collabs I've done with other coaches, and it's said with love, all right? But the thing is, carnivore dieting is one of the biggest, most dangerous scams that's out there. I know multiple coaches and nutritionists who have had to put in lots of work fixing the damage that this diet does to people. And for those who are unaware, carnivore diet is almost a social and a diet and a fitness backlash to veganism. And it's promoting the exact opposite. You know, vegans are like all plants, no animal stuff, whereas in the carnivore diet goes over to all animal products. And the problem is that there's a tiny number of medical doctors who are promoting it, even though tons of other medical doctors, the majority of registered dietitians and other people are saying, hey, this is a problem. The evidence says it isn't. You know, these people continue to push it, and they get large numbers of adamant followers. Okay? And the problem is, before we even get into the gut extinction and other stuff, first and foremost, the idea that fruits and vegetables are in any way linked to anything other than optimal health is complete intellectual dishonesty. Study after study after study after study in country after country after country over and over and over shows that health outcomes and all risk mortality go down as vegetable and fruit intake goes up. Okay? And any arguments that people have with anti-nutrients and stuff just simply don't hold water here. And I'm not saying there aren't some issues, small amounts of issues with anti-nutrients, but those go away as soon as we start cooking food for the most part. Meaning, all right, stop eating 3 pounds, 5 pounds of raw broccoli every day. Done. Okay, that's it. There's your solution to that. Maybe cook your vegetables. Okay, cook your grains. Quit trying to eat this stuff raw. And then that becomes a non-concern. Fruits aren't even an issue in that case, though. But again, the idea that these things, that large amounts of vegetable matter is not linked to improve health is ridiculous. And I want to be very clear here. I'm not promoting an anti-meat stance. It's like the same argument that vegans make. Oh, so you're saying there's a problem with eating plants? No, it's the not eating animal products that's the problem. Carnivore is more extreme because if you had to pick, like if you were forced to do one or the other, you're probably going to be healthier eating all plants. Okay, and that is the reality. And I'm not advocating that. I want to be very, very clear that is not what I'm promoting, because I don't think that's a good idea either. But your nutrient deficiencies are going to be much higher, and they get into these completely backwards, insane arguments. Well, we don't need ascorbic acid because we can eat the adrenal glands of a cow. It's like, I'm sorry, guys, but that is complete quackery. Because number one, good luck harvesting all that. And you know what? You could just eat a piece of broccoli. Like, my God, the level and just the hoops that people have to jump through to come up with that sort of insane logic. Instead of just eating the things that we know provide enormous amount of health benefits, phytonutrients, antioxidants. No, we're going to just get our vitamin C, find some obscure, harder to find source. It's going to cost us a lot of money because we're scared to eat a piece of broccoli. Wow. I mean, wow. Even if you're indoctrinated into this whole thing, this is what people in that community are saying, even the ones putting out information. That's the sort of craziness. Do you not understand how insane that is? Okay. And that's coming from me, someone who's been accused of saying some insane stuff, right? All right. We have all of this. Then we could go into the issues of excessive saturated fat. Notice the word excessive in atherosclerosis. Now, people are going to jump in and say, well, dietary cholesterol. No, I didn't say dietary cholesterol. Don't put words in my mouth. And if you don't know the difference between dietary cholesterol and saturated fat, that they're not separate things, then you really shouldn't be arguing about nutrition. Okay, go back and take a freshman level nutrition course or some basic biology, freshman level biology, and let's come back and talk, because that's how low down that is on there. Okay, saturated fat. Excessive saturated fat is going to contribute to atherosclerosis. Okay, absolutely. Before people start saying, well, what about triglycerides? No, that's not atherosclerosis. We're dealing with a separate situation. Plus, I eat huge amounts of fruit, and you guys have seen that I have low triglycerides on blood work. I've published them. All right? So let's not go there. Now, excessive refined fructose can cause elevated triglycerides, absolutely. But you know what? We have other foods, and here's the thing, it's going to be hard for people to grasp. Do you know that there's more than 2 types of food in the world? Did you know that refined sugars and saturated fat are not the only 2 foods in existence? There are other things. You don't have to pick between eating enormous amounts of one versus eating enormous amounts of the other. There's a whole range, thousands and thousands and thousands of other foods that exist. Okay? It's actually possible to eat low amounts of both of those while still eating 1,000 different foods. Okay? So, let's drop that. Get over to the other point, atherosclerosis. The low carbohydrate's a problem. Athletic purposes, muscle gaining purposes, everything else. But that excessive saturated fat's a problem, yes, including from grass-fed butter. Okay? Because you know lions eat grass-fed butter. I don't know where they get this carnivore and then everyone else eat this grass-fed butter. All right. Then we have the big one of gut flora extinction, and this is the scary one. This is what's dangerous. This is what all the experts I know really discuss, the nutrition experts. These diets cause over about 6 to 9 months of following on, you start seeing extinction of very critical gut flora, and it's very difficult to get them back. Okay? It oftentimes involves fecal transplants by your doctor, which, yes, that's exactly what it sounds like, other people's feces being inserted in you, trying to get their gut flora into you when yours die off from this diet. If you had IBS and other things that started, it's going to be worse. Okay, you're going to start developing from the gut flora extinction. You're going to start having IBS problems. You're going to have polyps. You're going to have all sorts of problems with your gut, and it's going to be very, very hard to cure. And that's what a lot of these proponents of this diet are not warning you about. It's a real problem. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.